A frantic search ends with a startling discovery. Tonight, a Westchester man tells 9 on Your Side he had no idea the bodies of a missing couple were behind his house in the woods. Good evening. 4 days after they went missing, the bodies of Bob and Marion Gleason were found inside their truck not far from their home. 9 on Your Side's John Genovese has more on the sad ending to a week-long search. John?
Jason, for days, search crews were canvassing that neighborhood and beyond. Tonight, family and friends are still trying to understand exactly what happened, but they say at least now they have more of the closure they need.
Barely beyond view from their Westchester home. The bodies of Bob and Marion Gleason, pulled from their truck, found tucked away in the woods.
It was just hard to believe, but it's a relief now that we know.
Police say neighbors spotted the red GMC just after 2, ending a 4-day search and also providing at least some closure for family and friends.
Aunt Mary and Uncle Bob were family people. They loved their kids, their grandkids, their great-grandkids, their extended family.
Both Gleasons were in their mid-80s, and family members say suffered from early stages of dementia. Niece Becky Dorton tells us despite their age, they were still active.
They loved life, they worked hard, they loved gardening.
Westchester police are now looking into how their truck ended up where it did.
It appears there's no foul play, so we're looking into whether it's a traffic accident or whether some kind of medical issue occurred. That's all under investigation.
An investigation that at one point spanned across state lines. A family now pledging to model a couple who they say can never be forgotten.
Live each day to the fullest and enjoy your family, and this is just a reminder to love the people that God has put in your life.
And it remains unclear how long that truck was sitting in those woods. We know search crews had looked in the neighborhood already, but in the end, the Gleasons found just around 200 yards from their own home.
It's hard to believe, John. You were describing to me earlier the neighborhood, and it sounds like from leaving their driveway, they'd have to go through these two, the narrowest space between these two homes and miss several obstacles just to get through and hit the woods. Can you describe that setting a little bit, what the neighborhood looks like? Yeah,
absolutely. They would have had to actually go around a basketball hoop across the street and then between two neighbors' homes. Then it was another 100 yards or so down a grassy patch to that area where they eventually ended up, Jason.
That's what's surprising is that they didn't hit anything else, that they just looks like they just went right between those two houses into the woods and nobody saw them. It's incredible. Thank you, John. It's a sad story, too. Well, 11 minutes of